All right, let's dive right in. We're talking about a massive revolution that's happening in one of the world's oldest professions, sales. And the engine behind this huge shift, you guessed it, artificial intelligence.
So let's kick things off with a pretty staggering number, 70%. Think about that for a second. By 2030, that's how many of the routine sales tasks, the data entry, the scheduling, the boring follow-ups, are expected to be fully automated. This isn't just a minor adjustment, folks. It's a total overhaul of what it means to be a salesperson, and it's happening right now.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. It cuts right through all the noise and the fear about robots taking over. The future isn't a choice between a person and an AI. Nope, it's about building a powerful partnership where each one does what it does best. The companies that are going to win are the ones who figure out how to blend human smarts with machine intelligence.
And here's the core idea right here. Just think about all the hours salespeople burn on admin work, on guesswork, on just repetitive stuff. AI is basically designed to gobble up all that grunt work. And what does that do? It frees up your people to focus on the things that actually move the needle. The things that only humans can do. Building real trust, understanding what a customer really needs, and closing those big, complicated deals.
Okay, so how does this partnership actually work? Well, it's all powered by a team of 3 core AI technologies. I like to call them the AI trio. Let's meet them.
First up is Predictive AI, or as I call it, the forecaster. This is kind of the veteran of the group. It crunches massive amounts of your past data to predict what's going to happen next. Its most famous trick is lead scoring. Basically, it looks at all your potential customers and tells you which ones are most likely to buy, and just as important, why. So your team knows exactly who to call first.
Next, we've got the superstar that's been grabbing all the headlines, generative AI, the creator. And for good reason. This AI doesn't just analyze old stuff. It creates brand new, original content. For a sales team, this is an absolute game changer. It can write a super personalized email in seconds, whip up a custom demo script, or even build the first draft of a complex proposal. It solves the giant headache of trying to do personalization at scale.
And our third partner in crime is conversational AI, the communicator. Think of this as your 24/7 front desk. It jumps on leads the second they come in, asks smart questions to figure out if they're a good fit, and then sends the really hot ones straight to the right salesperson. You literally never miss an opportunity again.
So let's just pull this all together for a second. You've got predictive AI acting as your forecaster, telling you where to aim. You've got generative AI as your creator, crafting the perfect message. And you have conversational AI as your communicator, starting the conversation. See how they work together? Each one is powerful, for sure. But when you combine them, you create this incredibly smart and efficient sales engine.
Okay, so we've met the trio. Now let's stop talking theory and see how this stuff actually plugs into the day-to-day work of a sales team. Let's look at the real-world impact. Here's a super simplified sales cycle, right? From finding a lead all the way to closing the deal. Traditionally, every single one of these steps has relied on a ton of manual work and, let's be honest, a lot of gut instinct. Now, let's watch what happens when we inject AI into each stage.
And wow, the difference is just night and day. On the left, you've got the old way, slow, generic, and pretty inefficient. But on the right, you see the AI-powered reality. Manual lead scoring? Nope, that becomes predictive. Those generic email blasts you send to everyone, they become truly personalized outreach, done at scale. And those boring one-size-fits-all demos? They're now totally customized for each prospect. The point is, you get better results at every single step of the way.
But, and this is a big but, just buying some AI software is not a magic fix. The data gives us a really important warning. While most AI projects work out, over a quarter of them fail. And the reason is almost never the tech itself. It's usually a failure in strategy, not enough training, or the goals were all wrong. This just goes to show that how you implement the AI is just as important as the AI you choose.
And that brings us to our final, and honestly our most important point. The future is a partnership, because as the technology gets smarter and more powerful, the human skills actually become more valuable than ever.
Look, this is the ultimate takeaway. The whole partnership works because it lets everyone specialize. Let the AI do what it's great at, analyzing data, scoring leads, automating follow-ups. That frees up the salesperson to do what only a human can do, build a real relationship, listen with empathy, navigate tricky office politics, and build the kind of trust you need to close a really important deal.
So the reality is this. AI is going to be a core part of sales. That's a given.
The only real question is how well your team will adapt. This shift from a lone wolf salesperson to a powerful human-machine duo, that is the future. So let me ask you, is your team ready to meet its new AI partner?